What will the world like be after Ukraine? Will Ukraine lead to the Malhama? First of all, Russia is achieving her objectives in the military intervention in Ukraine. Number one, Russia wanted to remove a threat to Russian security, with Ukraine becoming a NATO member state. Ukraine no longer poses a military threat to Russia. And secondly, there is no way that Ukraine can become a member state of NATO now. Objective one has been achieved. Number two, Russia wanted to liberate the oppressed. They were being oppressed for 7 years. The Russian-speaking people on the eastern part and southern part of Ukraine, in the Donbass part of Russia, they did not accept the US dollar-funded color revolution of 2014, much like the Pakistani people are not accepting the US dollar-funded color revolution which removed Imran Khan in Pakistan. Because these people refused to accept it, Ukraine responded by oppressing them when there had been military fighting for 7 years. And Russia said, enough is enough, we are going to liberate our people. And now that second objective is incrementally being achieved. Every day we're getting the news that is being achieved. There is a third objective for the Russian intervention in Ukraine, and that is there is a group of mad people, maybe bipolar as well, and they are the Nazi forces in Ukraine, and they have a medical condition. Their hatred for Russia is such they don't mind being destroyed themselves. And the Ukrainian people are being taken for a ride by this house of nutmegs. So Russia said, we will denazify Ukraine. And the core of this Nazi group was there in Mariupol, and that's where they were cornered. And they've either been killed or the rest are now waiting to be captured. And so Russia is achieving her goals in Ukraine. And it should not be long, maybe another few months, before Russia says, we are announcing unilaterally so a ceasefire, because we don't need to fight anymore. It was not our objective to take over the whole of Ukraine at all. That was never our objective. And so, ceasefire. If that ceasefire were to take place, then the Western world will have to accept that they were defeated in Syria, they were checkmated in Venezuela, and now they're defeated in Ukraine. So the likelihood is that this conjunction of a defeat in Ukraine plus the likelihood of the collapse of the mountain of gold would lead to the Malhama. What are the implications of the Malhama? From the Zionist perspective, Dajjal, the false Messiah, gave the world Pax Britannica. Allah says in Surah Al-Mursalat, in Taliku إلى ظل ذي ثلاث شعب, proceed to a shadow which should have three parts. The shadow I understand to be Al-Masih al-Dajjal. And in the first part of the shadow he gave us Pax Britannica. In the second part of the shadow he gave us Pax Americana. This is my book, Jerusalem in the Quran. But notice that the passage from Pax Britannica to Pax Americana required two great wars. As a consequence, I have come to the conclusion that the passage from Pax Americana to a Pax Judaica that they want cannot take place without the Great War. So they want the Great War because they believe that both sides will be mutually destroyed. And if the West is destroyed and Russia or China are destroyed, then the coast is clear for Israel to rule the world.